Hey, what's going on YouTube? So every now and then, black men, we get the whole comment. I only see black men dating fat Hispanic women or fat white women, and they have weaves too, and all that other good stuff. And they always ask, why is that? Um, and what they're trying to say is, why are black men dating non-black women who we feel to be not as attractive or less attractive than we are, or just as attractive? Why are you guys doing that? Um, and it kind of goes against their whole viewpoint that black men have physical problems with black women, right? To say that we are dating women who are not better than you and sometimes are below you in terms of your own sense of what's attractive, well, what does that tell you? If you think about it, what does that tell you? It's pretty much a statement saying that our problems with you are not physical. This whole idea of the undesirability of black women is an issue, but it's not as severe as we want to make it seem. The day I wake up and I notice that the out of wedlock pregnancy is going down, STDs is going down, HIV is going down, premarital sex and almost preteen sex amongst black youth is going down, then I'll start to be concerned about, black men not finding black women to be desirable. But we're still sleeping with each other and we're still making babies. So this whole idea of us not finding each other, or black men not finding black women physically attractive, has been blown out of proportion, right? And it's funny because whenever we try to tell black women that it's more than just physical, they get upset, right? They don't want to necessarily talk to us on that level, and she'll do whatever she can to somehow take it back to physical. I've tried to have conversations with black women on YouTube about stuff non-physical, and luckily there have been a couple who are able to engage me in conversations about black female relationships that have nothing to do with physical. But the majority always want to somehow take it back to the whole idea of black men not finding black women to be physically attractive, or the issue has nothing to do with who we are, it's just self-hate among black men. I've already talked about my issue. I don't have a problem with black women physically, but yet I'm still on YouTube making videos about y'all. Well, it's clear that my issue is more than just physical. But there is this avoidance to talk about issues with black women that aren't physical in nature. And personally, I believe the women do this because when you argue against mistreatment based off of physical features, or discrimination or whatever, it's an easy argument because you can't change who you are. So as much as certain black men desire, would like black women to look a certain way, you really can't, right? You're kind of born with what you're born. The only thing really you can control in terms of physical is maybe your hair and your weight, but in terms of all the other features, that's pretty much set in stone. Unless you want to get into plastic surgery, and that never works out the way people want it to work out. So if a woman can take it to physical, she knows she's gonna win because you can't help who you are. So all of a sudden, it will turn a guy into a bad guy. But the second we, want to talk about issues not related to physical features, what happens? Well, now we are leaving the realm of what you can't control, and we're getting into the realm of what you can. You can control your personality, you can control your attitude, you can control your behavior, or you can modify it. So when we are talking to black women about non-physical features, what happens? Now they have to deal with their own personal actions, their own personal choices, and start to deal with issues that we have that they can change. And that's why, I don't waste too much time talking about physical features with black women and what black women can do and can't do. If we're dating, fat, unattractive white women or Hispanic women, what does that tell you? It's more than just physical. And that's what I want to get at. So once again, if you yourself are making videos on YouTube and you field questions from black women, don't let them get away with the whole I'm going to somehow take the conversation back to physical features, because they know you really can't change physical features. So the whole idea of keeping them personally accountable for their own actions goes out the window, right? If you try to engage black women on issues not related to physical features, some of them can hang, but the majority crumble. Because now they have to deal with personal things that they can change, and they can't easily, you know, move on to somebody else and, deflect it to somebody else as the cause of the problem. So anyways, tell me how you feel. Take it easy. God bless.